All right, fire away for Coach Yates.
Coach, how is just the corners that you talked about, the physicality that you guys think that you guys have this year, and just how those guys continue to develop now that you're getting really close to game one?
The corner's been working hard. I think each day, they've been improving each day. They're a physical bunch. They're sponges in the room. So, I mean, this group as a whole, this has been one of my favorite groups to coach because they come in every day, right, and they just want to work. They want to get better each day. So,
is there anything specific that Mo Horn has really done to continue to elevate himself to have this seeming opportunity to play significant snaps?
Mo Horn's been able to kind of watch the past 2 years, and then I think, he's played obviously on teams, but I think him having a chance to kind of sit back and kind of have a bigger role has helped him. Mo mentality is he's a physical corner. Mo's not afraid to hit people. And so I just think that what we want from our corners and what offenses are trying to do, because offenses are trying to make those guys, I mean, every offense want to make those guys do what, hit people. And so Mo kind of brings that physicalness on the edge that we need.
Is there any of the young DBs that you guys either just signed or guys that came in during the spring that have really jumped off the page to you so far?
Corner-wise, besides Mo and Lux, you have Macho Stevenson. He's been improving. Jalen Peoples is one that, he's flashing. I think over the years you've seen him mature. I think he understands the system better. He's working hard. He's the first one in the meeting room now, and so you just kind of watch him kind of grow into a young man, into a grown man. So over years, and then Devin Cromwell, is a guy that we've been playing him both at corner and at safety. So he's one that's doing them both, and he's older. So he's one you see the flash plays as well, and so as he continues to grow, he'll be a player for us.
Which safety spot is it for Cromwell that you guys
He
play?
plays them all. He plays them all. Yeah, he plays them all.
Which player on the offense is giving your players the best rep and is helping them for the regular season?
I don't think there's one player. I just think from a wide receiver, tight end, running back standpoint, they all do something different. I was talking to Coach Juice about that the other day, that I think our wide receiver group helps us out, right, because they all do something different, you know what I mean? And I'm not obviously going to tell people what they do different, but they got to figure that out on their own. But, between speed and size and, route running and stuff like that, it kind of changes within the group. Tight end position, I think our tight ends are long, can catch the ball. So I just think as a whole, and then from running back, I mean, we all know, the starter. And so between the whole group, that unit, I believe that we're just getting a good look each day, which is good for us.
What's the biggest growth that you've seen from spring to today that gives you confidence for game one?
Maturity, I think the room, I've seen them mature just as far as coming in every day and working. We're going to coach these guys hard, so I'm understanding that if we coach them hard, it's not about we don't like you. Do not take it personal. What I always tell these guys is that if you're not, if I'm not coaching you hard, then you probably need to worry, because we're going to come in each day, and we're going to strive to be the best. We want you to make every play. So I'm going to coach you up every play as if it's your last play.
Coach, Chap Lewis has been here for a year and a half now. It seemed like almost from day one he put himself in position to get on the field and play a key role.
Right. What
is it about him that enabled him to do that?
Chap was able to sit back and watch Rabbit, And Rabbit actually still calls Chap and gets on him about certain stuff. So Rabbit, so Chap was able to watch him, and then Chap is a guy that's smart. His parents are educators, so he knows the game well. He plays fast. He plays real fast, and he's naturally physical. He's naturally physical.
Coach, has there been any advantage of kind of having an extra hand with the new rules and the coaching staff to be able to think that he was coaching the stars a little bit more, and you're able to focus on, the rest of the secondary a little bit more as well?
Oh, the extra hands are great, because we have, our staff, I believe, since I've been coaching this one, is probably the best that I've been a part of. And so having guys that have coached before and now they can actually get on the field and do stuff helps me out, right? Because you got to think we had 5. So you have 2 corners, you had a star position, right? And you had the 2 deep guys. And so that's actually 3 different positions when you look at it, right? Because our star is like a hybrid. He can be like a Sam linebacker, or it can be a DB. So, having, Jay Sean Johnson, Ryan Connery, Dave Martin, those 3 guys have helped me out a ton. And then also, when you're a coach, you have to think, you kind of see things a certain way, and you might not be seeing things in another way. So when you're actually able to sit down with guys and kind of talk and kind of get ideas about certain ways to do stuff and certain ways to change things up, they help me kind of see things that maybe I didn't see before, so huge help as far as that aspect.
Kind of on that star position still, I know that talked to Tim yesterday about the differences that Brendan and AJ bring, but I'm curious what you see there as well.
They're both, AJ is athletic, fast. Brendan's probably a little bit more physical, and not necessarily saying that AJ isn't physical, but he has more weight on his body than, say, AJ. So, but those guys won't have to play. The thing about it is that for us to play at the speed we want to play at and the effort we want to play at, you don't have to have a 2 deep. And so we feel like this is probably the first year since we've been here that we truly have a good 2 deep, if not 3 deep at some spots. So, so now you don't have guys that feel like they need to save themselves and stuff like that.
Coach, we have the team saying when you have the opponent in 3rd and long, you want a dime package on the field.
Mm-hmm.
What guy or guys are the main candidates to be like the extra defensive back to come in? So
that's where that star position helps you out, where you can have BJ and AJ on the field at the same time. And then you keep your 2 corners out there. Then you have, obviously, CJ right now, and then Chap is your deep guys.
That's it. So
deep
so the way it looks now, it's more likely to be the second star than, say, like a General Peoples.
Yeah,
or a third
we can do that
corner.
also. We have different packages that we can do. We can have 3 corners. We can have, 4 safeties, whatever it may be. So, we can switch that up according to who we're playing against, what we need.
As you get closer and closer, 15 days away from that first game, how eager are these guys not to be hitting their own team and hitting somebody else instead?
It seems like the coaches are more eager than the players. But they're excited. I still think our guys are in like that mode of just getting better each day. I don't think they're looking too far ahead. I think this camp has been great, and so I haven't heard anything like that from my guys yet. I can see it coming maybe like in another week. I can see them going, okay, it's time to go play against somebody else instead of our own team.
Got time for 1 or 2 more.
Coach, what have you seen on Peyton Morgan so far?
Peyton Morgan, he's athletic, man. He can run. I thought our first scrimmage, he impressed me with his open field tackling. And I just think as he learns our system and learns the game a little bit more, he'll be somebody that, that will play for us. But yeah, one thing that stood out to me is he's not afraid to hit you. He's not afraid to hit you at all.
Good. All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.